Welcome to the 20-minute Restore Breath. My favorite. Listen, I'm a girl who's on fire, constantly moving, ebbing and flowing, thinking, on top of thinking. I'm going to ask you, invite you into my heart as I share my heart with you, my thoughts. Sometimes I often think negative, horrible thoughts of myself, and then my energy gets dark, my space is dark, and my body is uncomfortable or in pain. But when I turn on the light and I say, oh, I'm divine soul spirit, my heart sings with the words of beauty, of creativity, of stability, love, bravery, courage. All this is the most positive that I can share with myself. That's my soul, my spirit speaking. When I allow myself to get dark, it's not a good thing. So this practice is about opening and blossoming to what we forgot that we forgot. And that love is the only answer, and that we're pure love. We are consciousness. We are Om. So let us do this restore and meditation practice together. I would love to be in a, what we call it is a child's pose for today, because there's been a lot of loss, a lot of bereavement going on. Now, some of you may not enjoy a child's pose because of your knees and your hips. I will strongly suggest that you start to give yourself all the props that you need to do that. So we are going to begin right off the hop in a child's pose, and I'll demonstrate what it looks like to have maybe a couple of bolsters. So, or not. So having whatever you need between your thighs, stacking blocks like Legos, bolsters, blankets, so that you can come into a child's pose, even another bolster. You do you to be in a child's pose. We are going to go inward, introspection today, and breathe our belly breath into our kidneys where we can cry. A lot of tears have been shed, a lot of losses, a lot of separation. But that doesn't mean that you're separated from divine. You are the divine. This is just a time to switch things up. It's like when a fisherman gets upset because he can't go to sea to fish. He doesn't cry. He sits at the shore and he fixes his boat, his nets. He rechecks everything. It's time to renew and to check. What is your foundation? What's supporting you? Maybe it's time just to really set your foundation in order, clean up the old stuff, get rid of the cobwebs, and create a really solid foundation. So child's pose. So get all your props. For me, I don't need any props except for maybe a block. And sometimes I do, depending on my day. I do love my blankie. Call me a child, I am. Child of divine. And then find your child's pose. And once you, and I love doing this, my child's pose is this. And I let my forehead rest and my arms fully extend. And we're gonna just rock our mind's eye on our hands. Again, if you don't wanna sit in this position, you can open up your legs, but I find that's harder for those, because if you can't forward fold yet, no canting, then maybe sitting at a chair and a table, leaning into the table is your forward fold. You do you. So taking this opportunity to sink into your child's pose, getting comfy, feeling safe, and let's begin our breath practice. Let us begin by being cognizant of the breath. Let us begin by being in our breath, following our breath, noticing the breath. I'm just going to turn my head sideways using my bolster so that I can speak to you all, you wonderful human beings. So as we follow the breath, feel the breath, closing your eyes obviously and going into the heart center. Soften your shoulders. Oh, let them be. Let your breath escape all that old carbon dioxide. Wearing all those masks in the past bit have probably stifled your health. It's not healthy to breathe in carbon dioxide. It is so unhealthy to do so. It's so important that we take our belly breaths, the freedom, oxygen, prana, vital force. Oh, God bless us all. May we really feel that surrender. No judging, no judging, no judging. Just be aware. The longer you wear a mask, the longer you need to take in the oxygen without the mask and free yourself
from that carbon dioxide. Belly breathing is essential. So make sure you're really getting into the fullness of your lungs and making that, creating that movement in your diaphragm. I like to bring it into the kidneys because we're forward folding. So just imagine you got two beautiful loving hands supporting you on your back, your kidney area, and maybe you do, and that you're able to breathe into the fullness of your lungs and you feel the expansiveness in your lower back. This is really important. I'd like to also invite into your mind's eye a kind word of love that you would express to yourself or someone you absolutely love, because it's easier to express love to someone else and not to ourselves, which is absolutely the backwards way. Love yourself. I'm calling myself beautiful today because I've been looking at myself and critiquing myself in the most horrible way. So now I'm like, okay, T, you're beautiful, you're a creation, you're like the flower blooming, you're the petals of a lotus. I'm so looking at myself with love and saying loving kind words to myself. So I invite you to do the same thing. Maybe you're brave, maybe you're courageous, maybe you're strong, maybe you're talented. Whatever it is that you like to express, I am love, I am divine, I am beauty, I am gifted, I am strong. Whatever it is, choose your word and meditate with that. Give yourself space to see it in your mind's eye that you are it. Breathe your breath. If you're like me with your face twisted towards one side, there will be a point where I'll navigate you to turn your face to the other side. Just stay with me. Breathe into your belly, child's pose. Tuck your chin in towards the notch of your throat so your neck is in towards flexion and not extension. Curling in into fetal position. Belly breathing, so important. Follow your belly breath. If any point that you feel so uncomfortable in your child's pose, you can always turn it around into a Uttanasana and be in the comfort of that, and whatever that may look like for you. So you choose what it is that you're doing. Stay with your breath. Stay with your thought. That is the meditation. Meditation is consciousness. Consciousness is being in the fluidity of the moment and experiencing what your body is feeling and the sensations of this moment. The thoughts are creating a doorway to the pleasures of your experience. When you think beautiful thoughts, there's a beautiful experience to be felt in your body. So feel the beauty, feel the bravery, feel the courage, feel the strength, feel the support. Surrender. Everything gets done without you doing. You do not have to push, pull, or shove. If you're doing so, you will create more karma, heaviness, and you'll miss the boat perhaps. But it doesn't mean it's wrong. It means that maybe that's just the path that you've chosen. You will learn lessons. Trust me, you will learn. If you want to create a lighter load, a lighter karmic path, then respond, slow down, nourish yourself with kind words, and breathe your belly breath. Breathe your belly breath. You are safe. You are loved. Surrender. You are safe. You are loved. You are peace. You are beauty. You are brave. You are strong. You are vibrant. You are love. Keep the cognizance around the experience of belly breathing. Feel it in your lower back, your kidneys. Soften your toes, your ankles, your knees. You are relaxed. Keep the cognizance, the awareness, the consciousness in belly breathing. Doesn't have to be forceful, just smooth and kind. Expansive in the rib cage, absolutely, especially in the lower ribs. Oh, let there be a sigh, a surrender. Ah, ah. I love this part. And then mindfully, if you haven't dripped your face to the other side, please do so. Please do so. Keep in your mind's eye the gentle, kind thoughts of surrender, peace, love, powerful, strong, blissful, loving, beautiful. You are beautiful. Soften. Soften in the places that feel edgy by just saying soften. If you need to augment your child's pose, some of you may feel a necessity to take your bolster, if you have one, sideways, and I highly suggest it for anyone. And you can just unfold your hips and lay over the bolster, and I'm going to suggest that we do that. And if you were twisting your face to that one side, then continue and let yourself be in this beautiful prone position. Some of you may prefer to have your knees bent out to the side, wide, or straight. You decide that. If you need to stack your hands to support your forehead and or a blanket would be awesome right there. Please do so. So eventually coming and sprawling out over your bolster. If you're preferring to stay in that child's pose, then you can absolutely do this, the meditation here. And what meditation is, consciousness of being in the position of your thoughts and the feelings, the emotions and the feelings. That is consciousness. It's the experience you're having in the moment. You are here now. What are you choosing to be? Be in the shape that works for you. Be in the position that really helps you to soften. Breathe your belly breath. So no matter where you are in this, if you've unfolded your pelvis, you are safe, you are beautiful. You are loved. Belly breathing. If you're like me, when I'm on my mind's eye with my hands stacked underneath my mind's eye, I like to rock from temple to temple, and I chant to myself, I am divine, I am beautiful, I am strong. So you do you, whatever works for you, or be static, be still. Be in the moment. If you're a person that feels often claustrophobic and you feel that either one of those positions is not right for you just yet, and you're agitated, you can roll to your backside in a corpse pose and reassess the bolster underneath the knees into your corpse pose. You do you. There are so many possibilities, but the point of this beautiful practice is meditating on you, your thought, and the feeling in the consciousness of the experience. I am beautiful, I am strong, I am creator, I am divine. Relax your jaw, you are safe. Relax your heart, your mind, your ankles, every part of you. Spiritually, physically, mentally, soulfully. You are bliss, you are Ananda. Five more really beautiful deep breaths in whatever shape that you've chosen to be in, and really allow the bellowing of your belly and your kidneys. Allow that the exhalation be audible. If your eyes are watering and you're yawning and your stomach is gurgling, that's great. That means your parasympathetic rest and digestion is happening. On your next in and out breath, whatever shape that you've chosen to be in for your restoring breath and meditation, start to find a way either into from child's pose to seat, from prone to child's pose into seat, and from supine, meaning shavasana pose, to fetal position. And eventually we all end up in our cross-legged seated position. So mindfully feel the transformation. Close your eyes and guide yourself with cognizance, with love, into your seat. Take your time. I love to do it with my eyes closed. Feel the breath as you transform. Feel your way with your sensories other than your eyesight, and eventually find your seat. Start to rub your belly like a genie in the bottle or a Buddha belly. With gratitude. I am grateful for my experiences. I'm grateful for my pain. I'm grateful for my lessons. I'm grateful for the world as is, for my life. I am so grateful. In that, I am learning.
I am growing, and that I've been asked to be a part of divine. And this is the time where I can shine my gifts and that I can shine my love. So there is no need to fear, there's no need to hate, there's no need to be angry. There is a necessity for your love, your divineness to shine forward. So gratitude for this gift to be me as is. I am grateful for all that I am. May you be grateful for all that you are too. What is the word that you chose that really brightens your light, that brightens your joy, your soul, your ananda, your bliss? For me, I was telling myself how beautiful I was. And that beauty came with a picture, and it was like a flower unfolding, and each petal is magically the geometric shapes of it. And I am that too, because I am divine, just like everything on planet Earth. And so are you. What is your word? I invite you to take that word with you throughout the rest of your day, your week, your month, your life. I am life. I am beauty. I surrender. Let us bring our hands now into prayer, thanking ourselves for our practice, our meditation, our breath, our prana. From my light to your light. Namaste. Rest. If you ever have any concerns or questions, email me at info@teresagagno.com. Any suggestions, things that you'd like to partake in, I am here. Once again, from my light to your light. See you in the next episodes.